Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about creating an image and uploading a file, and I'm going to talk about the object section of the authoring system also. So to upload a file, you go to the menu and you click the upload button. And you see up here what pops up is the upload tag. Choose a file. Now, this opens up a window for me. You can't see it, but I'm going to select a file just as a regular file browser. And you see, once I've selected it, up pops the image, and there it is. It is uploaded. So this has been uploaded to Amazon S3, and it now appears in three-dimensional space. And so let's edit this a little bit. So we look at this now, and we see this object. We see the four parts, and we see a variable. We see the title. Let's change the title to Lindsay's image. And summary and Lindsay's paintings. That's what we're going to call it. Lindsay's paintings. All right. So we look through here and we have a few new variables. And that's the beautiful thing about how variables and objects work in this particular framework is they take any shape they want. And so anyway, we added a few variables. We added the file path, we added the type, and we added the file size. Now, we're going to use this in all sorts of ways, but let's look at object here. So object is the representation of the markup that represents the image in three-dimensional space. Now, this just uses A-frame. So if you want to go to aframe.io, you can see all the different options. There's a zillion different things you can do with these very cool primitive shapes in A-frame. So it just uses that. And so now that we have an A-frame object, let's talk about how we can change it. You see this image is a little squished, I think. So let's change the width. So if we look at this, we see the image, we see the source, we see that it's going to the file path, and we see here, we see width. And so we see width and we see height. And so let's adjust the width. And so we go up here and we change the width. And so let's change the width to 1.5. And we see it creates, and there it is. It adjusts the height for us, the width. Now, let's say that we like this, but let's add something else. Let's add a box to this, just because there's a box. Now, this is an A-frame, so we're just going to create this. And you'll see there now appears a box, and it is attached to this. Let's change this box's size. So we are going to change it with, let's use the scale. This is always a fun one, pardon me. So we use scale here. So we'll change the box's size with scale. So we're going to change scale, and we're going to just copy and paste this 3 times because we want it to scale in every direction. So this is going to be scale X, Y, Z direction. So then we'll hit scale, and you'll see it shrank down to 25. And so we have this box. Now, we haven't set a color for this box. Let's set the color. So color equals $ primary color. And you'll see we changed it. Didn't change color because we haven't changed it up in here in variables yet. Let's turn it into magenta again. It's a good color, magenta. And there we are. All right, so now that we're done with this, click Escape to clear any menus, and let's look at our handiwork here. And that is how you upload an image and change objects in DATAROOM.NETWORK.